across news and information that many times I stay pretty much humbled and try to maintain everything light frequency, as well as never try to be bothered by anything that's happening in the outside world, right? Okay, so let's talk about the concept that New York has for HART Island. Okay, this island is located outside Manhattan, small island. Okay, New York is trying to unveil, or I think they were gonna unveil concept on the plans, the future plan for the island. Okay, they're trying to see if they could actually use it as, or reuse the island as a historical place, a place of remembrance, okay? A place, maybe keep it operational, and maybe fix the shoreline, a place where you're recommended to stop by and see nature, right? Well, this is incredible to me because if you know of New York and you know the history of New York, and with Hart's Island, um, you could say that that's a very, especially me as an empath, me that studies what the spiritual side of, this 3D world, it's really alarming to me. So this island is located at the western part of like Long Island, as well as closer to the northeastern part of like the Bronx, right? So this island, I think it's like a mile, like 1 mile in length, and width is like a point 33 miles, right? But this island is still being used through the years, even from the 1700s all the way up to like recently, especially in the pandemic. There were many bodies that were buried there. I remember back also too in the 1980s where it became like a place where people that were passing away with the AIDS virus, they were being buried over there. Many were unmarked graves, so in saying all of this, I find it so hard to believe that now we're speaking of a concept that where you could just go and visit, have a recreational time with your family. Maybe tourists who might want to come by and visit the little island, but wow, it's been a sanctuary for back in the Civil War, where they had a psychiatric institution, they had a tuberculosis sanitarium. They had Pottersfield. Pottersfield is another. If you guys don't know about Pottersfield, look it up. It's very for unclaimed bodies, were sent there in a pine wood box, numbered, and even if maybe you were lucky to have a name on your box, okay? So, in saying all of this, again, going to think that I'm going to have some recreational time now to hang out with the family, visit New York City, and, we speak about the impressions that a human or soul's energy leaves behind. We talk about the impression that when someone passes on, if they're rested soul, they're able to move on, at peace. But many souls that are not rested well, they do linger in this 3D parallel world, right? So I know that throughout the years there have been some, I think, inmates that have been sent over to the island to keep the island, um, you know, the landscape, or just to keep up the upkeep of the island, basically. But even into recently, it was been used as a cemetery. You know, geographically, I mean, it's a small island, but I believe it holds more than 1 million bodies that we know of, right? So again, I am bewildered. Pretty much, it's alarming to me. Um, how many souls, how many um unhappy, and this is why I had to jump here, because I know, like, I had to do a read about this, right? How many, like, bodies, how many spirits that were not claimed by family members. How many, we're talking about from the Civil War, all the way down to the most recent epidemic, period of our lives, and now we get to monetize it, and what's even crazier to me and more more beside crazy, it's more unnerving to me that there will be people buying a ticket to go visit this place, you know, um, it's incredible to me. I think, yes, a burial, remembrance maybe from far away, but to have this in such a display, and at one point I remember they wanted to build an amusement park in the same island. And that right there, they've been trying and it hasn't been working. There's a reason why every time there's a plan, they're thinking about you know going back to the drawing boards to see what they could do with the island, trying to monetize it, to see real estate, if they want to make money. I don't know. It just seems not to be working out for them. So once again, I just wanted to come in here and jump here and do a read on you know, I believe it was in 2018 also too, wow, that there were like approximately 81 children, approximately like 900 adults, and children that were sent, not that they were sent, but there was a lawsuit about this, right? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to like, it's, I'm emotional about this. It's very alarming, very, very alarming, you know. The Yeah, that's what I was looking for right now. So, since 1869 to 2018, there have been more than 1 million people buried in the island. Okay, just in 2018 alone, 1,200 people plus 1,200 people were buried in 2018. So exactly what are we doing? I would like to know. I would like to know how you guys feel about this. You know, I just find it very alarming, guys. Nothing is forsaken. Nothing is forsaken. We got the peacock, and we have the chicken. Nothing is forsaken. It's so alarming to me. I It's something that people would take this opportunity to like make a chaos about it, or make it lure people and about our Asian past, our history, make money out of it. You know, I'm just baffled. I am completely baffled about this. And so we have here also Mary Shelby. In memory. There's a Mary Shelby in memory. Okay? With Mary Shelby here, Mary Shelby was very well known. Okay? She was betrayed. Okay? She was betrayed and poisoned by the hands of somebody that she knew. We have here also the moon. This is the dark night of the soul, the brave. There are things that we do not know, or we are unable to think about that in such a way. But, I understand that money makes the world go around, and money, but it's very sad, guys. We sometimes we like to connect to things that we think we know, but we don't know how to identify them. But at this moment, I see here that it's like a lore of the best, the lore of the best, the lore of the splenditude, like the lore of, the grand, you know, um, going back to Mary Shelby, I said Shelby, Mary Shelley, the laws, okay, you have here. This is more like the cycle of life, this transition, being attached to things. There's literally two headstones right there. It's being attached. Is the lore. It's like you go there, you most likely will bring something back with you, basically. So, you know, and you're gonna find yourself just like this. I don't know if you know about this, but folklore, magic, black magic, okay? Never leave your hair hanging around anywhere. Okay, you fold that up and you throw it away. You make sure it's, you don't leave your hair, like, there's, you're gonna be left surviving, trying to find your identity once again, I hear. People are gonna be, lured with this. Oh, the splenditude of, oh, let me go see the place. Let me go see the island. Okay. What am I saying? I have no idea, but I know what I'm saying. So that's that. Okay. We have here Leslie Marmon. Okay, Mayman Silko. Okay, community. Okay, exactly right. Everyone is gonna come, be allured by the beauty, be allured, the big, the gatherings, the get-togethers, and there you go. Next thing you know, you're driving down the road and you find a black cat in front of you. Okay? Exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Poison. Okay? Bribe your mind. Maybe you might feel a little loopy. You might feel lightheaded as you're entering. Okay? Okay? Next thing you know, it's attached to you. Ghost. Ghost. Literally. This is what I'm telling you. Thank you, Source. Thank you. Thank you. To the planets, to the stars. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay? Devotion. Devoted. Okay? That was my energy. Sorry about that. Sorry. So, back to the island. This plan that they're thinking about doing. Okay? Then I just said that they're going to be left trying to identify who they are once again. You're going to be feeling tired, sick, tired. Okay? You're going to feel like there's eyes on you. Okay? I just wanted to come here and let you guys know about this. And this is all because, the divine. We want to make sure that we being lured by the best, and we're the best, and we think we have it, everything, a plan, and everything, we have to be in competition with the rest, These are boundaries, these are walls, okay? Gotta make sure you're being protected. You always keep that protection around you, okay? You're gonna wish you had that protection around you if you dare to take one step in that island. You're gonna wish you had those boundaries. You're gonna wish you had that protection. Okay? Bees. Okay? You might get attacked by the swarm of bees. Okay? Hovering all over you. Okay? Okay? You're gonna feel like they're following you. You're gonna feel like things are hovering you. Okay? Praying mantis. Okay? Literally. This is what I'm telling you. You're gonna feel like if you touch one foot in that island, I'm telling you that right now. I'm just telling you right now. God honest truth. Okay? Bravery. Be brave. Okay? You're gonna wish you were brave. Okay? Okay? Look at that figure on top of her head. Okay? Look at that figure on top of her head. You wish. Okay? We're gonna close this reading. Thank you, Source, for everything that you have given us. planets, okay? The stars, moon, the galaxy. Thank you so much for allowing this read, closing out this energy, okay? Rest well to the ones that have passed on, okay? Make sure you guys protect yourself, protect your family. Thank you so much, okay? Humanity, okay? Be humane, okay? Be humane. Literally, it says in the bottom of the deck, humanity. Where are we going with this, okay? Be humane, okay? Have respect, okay? Some things are left to, or should be left alone, okay? This is what I have to say, guys. Thank you. Closing out the energy. Thank you so much for allowing this reading. 1111, universal connection. Until next time.